So I guess this is going to become an episode of skinny, sad powerlifter versus 300-pound jacked bodybuilder on the incline machine press. We're going to win. Okay, day 176 of the cut, bench day, and after how squats went on Saturday, pretty freaking optimistic, so we're just going to get rolling. I mean, bar feels like a bar, but today is first day of the ones week on my custom 5-3-1 split. So we're going to be aiming for at least a few bonus reps on that optional AMRAP. So got to make sure we start setting the tone early. And plate feels like a plate, so should be good to go. So we'll go 225 and then figure out what the heck work sets are going to be. All I got to say at this point is it is so freaking nice to feel like I got a little bit of life back in me during training. Figured I'd put Darrell's work set at 375 in the vlog just so there's something exciting for you guys to watch. But check the app, my first work set's going to be 300, so we'll take one more warm up at 275 before we do that. Tight. Settle. Good. Yep. Good. 3, 4. Big pull. Yep.
Let's fucking go.
There you go, dude.
Let's fucking go.
And I mean, as much as I'm happy to see Mr. Long Arms benching well, that is my current personal motivation to stop sucking at bench as a skinny guy. I do recognize that in my current state, benching Darrell in the moment, probably a little bit unrealistic, but the thing is that if I can keep chugging, keep making shit move like it should, or keep making shit move better than it has been, we're gonna get her back sooner rather than later. Anyways, goal here, smooth 5, set us up for the work sets. And yeah, we're on the way back.
They weren't uneven.
I think like first warm-ups, my back is still just sore as fuck from the good mornings I did, so it's kind of like just like figured out how to create tension with the ouchies. So now we got to make sure work sets don't move like ass. Work set 1, 300 for 5. Goal here is to continue that upper back assertiveness so I don't suck when I go up after this. Bar's still warm from your hands. It's like preheated. It's nice.
I'm a warm boy. Hell yeah,
Man, that's actually surprising. I shouldn't be that surprised that 300's feeling okay, because like 300 felt good a couple weeks ago, but still stoked that it feels that not terrible. And I think take-home lesson here is obviously TRT level dosages probably making a big difference in how I feel. Like I'm awake for once. Like it's wonderful to actually feel awake in the gym, but I would not be feeling this good and being able to do something with it if I had been slacking off and being a pansy when shit was feeling terrible. So anyways, 320 works at 2 coming up next. It is a little bit embarrassing that I do need to take this light of a weight seriously right now, but the thing is that if I want to get it back, like, we got to take it seriously so we can press it well enough to actually get things rolling again, you know? But 3 reps here.
those are
Man.
fast. Holy.
It's like getting back to the real JMs. It's like my triceps are actually like, I can actually like,
Instead of like doing like the Smith machine ones?
Yeah, I think just like the narrower grip on the barbell versus that unilateral Smith is like,
You're actually able to like get in exactly
yeah,
tricep to engage.
dude, it's.
You say big toes and stick.
And even if that is embarrassingly light, like my sign that my triceps work is working is that when I go to shove my elbows through, like it feels like I'm a hydraulic press. Now, if you're wondering why Tyler is doing 10 million reps with one red aside, he's doing team programming. This is his speed bench day, but one of the emails I sent out in the free intermediate guide link below is talking about what to do if you're not built well for speed work. Tyler, as evidently by his skinny long arms, has a deadlift build. Gotta stop talking so I can pay attention. Big pull. Spread. Yeah. There you go. But one of the things that I like to do if a guy is not well levered for speed work, like with Tyler, if he was to just throw this bar up as fast as he could, like it just float through a sticking point, he isn't actually pressing through it. So instead, we're getting to run some high rep sets with the same loading so we can learn to better chug through where that rep gets hard. Alrighty, top set, 335, 1 plus reps target, which means that if the first rep feels good, we're doing more than 1 rep. So we better make sure we're locked in for that first rep so we can do more than 1 rep.
Fuck yeah.
Man, we're not Darrell strong yet, which is very sad, but
Yeah, he's also heavy as fuck.
we are on our way back. And to Tyler's point there, Darrell is like 70 pounds heavier than me right now, but I don't want to use that as an excuse because I really should have zero excuse for getting outbenched by a tall, skinny guy. Even if the tall, skinny guy does weigh like 300 something right now. But it's time for a secondary of the day, and we're going to be doing things a little bit differently than last week. Mostly because the secondary that got Tyler running right now in the team programming is a board press. So it'd be really stupid to switch back and forth between the straight bar and the board and the buffalo for my wide grip, so I'm just going to run the wide grips on the straight bar. And if you guys remember last week when I was talking about the team programming, mentioned Chris, who competed on Saturday. Last week I was talking about how it was looking like he was set up to go 100 plus pounds on his total. Well, he went 9 for 9 and put 164 on that sucker. And the reason team programming is working so freaking well for everyone that's running it is the goal isn't to just be like, here's the stock program, just go and follow it. The goal is to be able to use the team so you can post all of your lifts, get individualized feedback on everything that you're doing so that we can help you set up the program, customize it to better fit your needs. And if the program fits your needs, well, that's how you're going to make insane progress and go 9 for 9 on meet day. Anyways, target is 6 to 8 here. The straight bar, significantly easier than the buffalo bar, so we'll be able to go up. An example of that would be getting Mr. Skinny Arms here to be running a close grip board press versus me running the wide grip. And the reason I'm getting him to run the close grip board press is we need to get that elbow shoved through back into his bench so he can make up for those long ass gangly arms. Whereas me coming back from the pec tear, I need the pecs to be in shape to support that bottom end, especially now that I am getting more svelte. Yeah, keep cranking. Big spread. Good. Yep. Yes. Through.
Oh, fuck.
And the reason that the close grip board press can work so well for a guy with long ass arms like that is, I'm not sure if he caught it, but go back, pay attention to how many reps he was able to grind through that sticking point, and that is where the value comes in there. And for myself, I'm not ignoring triceps because we're still gonna cook them freaking hard next, but I would rather prioritize the most immediate need, which is my titties. Making sure we're getting a nice big spread out into the bottom. That is so sad. Which is why we are doing them. Because if I can make them less sad, my comp bench will get better. Let's go. Good. Spread. Keep the tension. Better touch. There we go. Yes. Chug, 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 chug. Come on. Valiant effort. Also, today is my birthday, so June 9th, 10th only, we're running a flash sale on annual memberships for the team. So if you sign up annually, you can save 50%. Or if you sign up for a lifetime membership, well, you'll be able to save infinity, assuming that you don't die within the next year. Links are below, and we're wrapping our wrists at a little bit more rollback than I wanted to on that last set. What's neat about running the straight bar versus the buffalo is like the buffalo bar angle almost makes it like I'm getting more pec range, but it's almost harder to actually use my pecs. This is
well, it's insane. Like the bar's just making you tough.
Yes,
Instead
yeah.
of being able to
Yeah,
push your elbows out and like actually.
the flare feels much better than the pec squeeze does too, so I'll have to remember that.
Walk the elbows. Good. Keep chugging. One more. True.
That last one got so gross. And for triceps, very excited to have the straight bar back into play for the JMs, but I got a little bit of a trick up my sleeve to make sure that we're not shorting the motion and being an asshole. Because we're putting the shoulder saver pad on the bar to give myself a little bit of a target. So setting up with my normal JM grip, which is ring finger on the smooth, and then we're trying to touch the shoulder saver pad right on my upper chest and then get a shit ton of elbow band. And this feels terrible already, so I think it was a good call. Really hoping that if I put 205 on, I don't die. If we avoid death by a significant enough margin, we'll go up for the next set. $225 should be good to go. And the nice thing, but the also not nice thing about running the shoulder saver pad on these is it gives me no choice but to keep the range of motion standard up as weight of the bar gets heavier. And I mean, that sucked more than I wanted it to, but it's probably a good thing that it sucked because, again, if I can make that range of motion less shitty, my triceps should get stronger and my bench should get better. So, if you're struggling with the groove on a jam press, toss a shoulder saver pad on the bar, grip it narrow, aim for your upper chest, and make sure you're not dropping your elbows too low so you're just turning it into a close grip board press. Anyways, I enjoyed running dumbbells for last week's secondary pec catch and slot, so I think we're going to run them again and see if we can do better than the hundos. Scratch that thought, dumbbell section is super freaking busy, so I guess we're working in with Cole on the incline machine because, well, I'm okay working in with him. I actually quite like how this is touching the pecs. Might be an okay substitution. So I guess this is going to become an episode of skinny, sad powerlifter versus 300-pound jacked bodybuilder on the incline machine press. We're going to win. What are you doing for reps?
I don't know. I'm just really tough set back up set, so
Okay.
I'll go till it feels like it's a hard one, and then I'll go back up.
So I guess if we're competing with Cole, we gotta go until it feels like a hard one or something. I like our chances right now. Okay. Good. Just feeler. So I guess we're just doing a feeler here. Might do more than two just so I get a better feel, you know? Maintaining our lead. If he beats me here, wrist drops on a machine press or cheating. Yup. Good. Yep. Chug. That's 7.5. So that means we're aiming for at least 7 3/4. We're going up. Apparently that ass whooping inspired Cole to go up, so round 2. Yep. Good chug. Was that 1 7/8 or 2 7/8?
2 and 7 8.
So guess that means we got to do better than 2 7/8. Don't cheat the first rep. I didn't cheat yours.
I didn't cheat yours. I was just on my hands and things.
Oh. Gotta put the little big brother in his place every once in a while. And we're back over here on the real incline bench with incline rolling extensions because the dumbbell area is a clusterfuck and I can't get a 0 to 90. And target here is not shitty 8, so grabbing 90s for the first set and hopefully they're not too shitty. And I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm thinking we earned the hundos. Okay, hundos, let's wake up so it's not terrible. Actually pretty okay with that, even if it did get a little bit shitty. And for today's delt selection, we're gonna run this guy step back to get a little bit of front in here. And the plan is 2 big cranks, so I'm just gonna feel out a couple here, and then we'll toss a little bit more on the machine. Okay, large crank. coming up. If I can get the thing in the hole. Where the hell is it? Oh, there we go. Can't count, but I think that was 9, so we'll leave her there for set 2. And target for round 2, as always when we're doing a second set at the same weight as a hard first one, is minimize the amount of fall off. Actually pretty freaking stoked with that, all things considered. And for the next slot, look for something that'll help me with that spready spread intent in the bottom of bench press. So for that, thinking some spready spread rows on the oh so sweet Panada machine is going to be the ticket. And like goal here is to just try to spread the handles apart as I'm pulling. Getting a little bit around to the bottom, let the scaps go. Trying to just extend and lift chest into pad. We can go up, so we'll go up. Whoops. Okay, we went up. Large crank. Do my best to maintain quality. We can go up again. Full stack, let's make it not too shitty. Got harder than I wanted it to at the end. I mean, like for the part of the line I'm trying to catch with these, I do it similar, but a little bit different because like what I'm going for with these is very similar. I'm trying to like drive forward, but I'm trying to drive forward instead of rotating, like keeping it flared and then making sure I'm not pulling back. And like it's similar feel, but like a little bit wider on the lat and ends up touching. But like the goal with a pull down, if you're doing it for lat, is to direct your humerus in a way that you're actually touching lat and not just grabbing a shit ton of teres. Anyways, up a little bit for round 2. And gotta say, even if I don't like this machine as much as like the actual machine pull down that I normally run on the Monday slot, like it's so much better than the other pull down because I can actually, you know, lock in and such. Lats be roasted, so time for biceps. Which we're doing back here, less so because I'm ashamed of what I'm curling right now, and more so because the dumbbell area is very, very busy, and it's much easier to vlog when there's more open space. Plus, the gold dumbbells are fun, but very happy with how the 40s are feeling. Maybe there is hope for me. Might go 50s next set. Well, we'll see how the last couple feel. I think we're going 50s. We're going 50s. Just gotta finish this out first. we go. A little nervous with how much heavier these feel in the 40s, but main event, 50-pound dumbbell curls. Might not get that many. Never mind, that was embarrassing, so we're just gonna get some better reps in with 25s. Embrace the pump, which is very immense right now, FYI. Oh boy. And because these sucked so freaking bad last week, we're gonna run another round of GHR sit-ups here. And again, like, goal, flex quads hard, keep them flexed, flex glutes hard in the bottom, curl up. And like you can tell by how hard I'm quaking here, like this is kind of similar range to where my quakes are starting on squats. So if I can make these better, progressively get less quaky in that extended position, plan is to use these to make the squat brace better. Body weight is exceptionally embarrassing right now, especially when we consider how light my body weight currently is. But again, that is more reason to get better at these. And it's like with all the standing abs I've been doing, like standing abs, leverage-wise, is going to be harder when we are all coiled up. These guys with the leverage can be much harder when we're open, and my brace issues are where we're open, so we got to start touching more open-y stuff. On that note, really going to try to embrace that bottom end on this set. Feels very gross down here, FYI. But that's why we're spending time down here. Putting effort into like establishing the neck pack of one of my squat braces as well this set. And it's making it much harder, which is good. Holy freaking guacamole. But I do not think I could be much more stoked than I am with how things have gone the last couple of sessions. And it's like, yeah, of course the supplementation is making a big difference here, but the thing that's making me think is, well, the things, number one, the meet I did last December where I was just on the fertility protocol and nothing else, like, I'm more stoked with that meet than I was in the moment because I'm realizing like how much better I feel now and remembering how shitty I felt into that meet. Like, it's like, yeah, we did pretty damn okay there. And the other thing it's making me think is if we did that okay at that meet, it's making me more and more optimistic that when food comes in, we're going to be able to do something really freaking cool in December. And I'm not going to get my hopes up too high. Like, calories are still pretty damn low. Like, I'm 100 grams of carbs on my training days right now, no added carbs on my off days. And like, it does suck, but if we're rolling right now, like, I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure we stay rolling for as long as we can. And if we can get numbers to be better than they are right now, when the cut is finished up in 6-ish weeks, like, it's just going to be fun when we put food back in. And I'm getting more and more excited by the day. Not because, like, I'm getting, you know, I am getting sick of dieting. Like, don't get me wrong, I am getting sick of dieting, but it's like, I'm not excited to put food back in because I'm sick of dieting. I'm excited to put food back in because it is going so well right now with how low calories are that when it comes back in, dude, like, we're going to have some freaking fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. That is all I got for today. So have a good night, and I will see you in the team.